For a lot of my career, I felt compartmentalized between the practical business side and then the part of me that was probably closer to who I really was, my real spiritual self. And those two things didn't really ever come together for me until I was able to take the time through the Master of Pastoral Studies program to reflect on who I am and how I wanted to live that out in the world. The problem is I was a decent lawyer. I mean, if I had really not been a good lawyer, I would have made decisions earlier, but I was a decent lawyer. I mean, I wasn't great, but I was decent. So I could keep doing it for a long time, but there was still something nagging at me that said, is this really what you're called to do? And I just felt like this just isn't the way I want to be putting all this time and energy into something. I want to do something more. The program at Seattle U was so helpful to me because it allowed me to decompress and to get out of that system that I was in. And I really thought I knew how to be a really good manager. I thought that, I'm a nice guy, people will get along with me. But some of the things I learned is that, leadership involves all the same difficult things that you do in a relationship. It means being really honest with people. And sometimes that honesty is hard. But probably more than anything, it means getting your own ego, your own personal issues out of the way. That's the kind of leadership people try and teach in the corporate world, but I don't think they're often successful because the corporate world is so tied up with ego and competition. It's the way our system works. And to be able to step back from that and have a chance to look at it for what it is and then re-enter it in a way that says, okay, I'm not going to come back into that system and be defensive or to be frightened or to be worried about my own outcomes. I'm going to go back into that system freer. That's what I think the MAPS program taught me. And it's sort of funny to say that because it has nothing to do with, the sort of typical corporate leadership programs that are out there. But to be a good leader, first and foremost, you have to understand who you are and what makes you tick. And that's tied to your own unique spirituality, the way you relate to God and the way you want that relationship to be visible in what you do. One of the most surprising things that happened to me when I got to Agros and started as the CEO is that I fully expected to use all of my business background and whatever I could remember from economics and English. I did not expect that my degree as a Master's of Pastoral Studies would be all that important. But I will tell you that of all the different degrees that I've gotten, that is the single most important degree for leading this organization, because it's the degree that has allowed me to really empower the people around me. It's the degree that made me a leader.